is that the new, imagine you look at the future possibilities and the past, teachings identically with no favoring. It feels like you're naturally going to prefer the new thing that hasn't really shown all the downfalls yet. I'm a big fan of nostalgia. I'm a big fan of looking at the parts of the past that worked and then lionizing those and reminding people why they worked. There's a lot of people who actually say this is fascist now. Have you heard of this?
The nostalgia is fascist?
Nostalgia is fascist. If you Google it, you look up nostalgia is fascist, you will find this is like a cutting edge theory of the last year. They're saying, all this appeal to the 90s, it's pro-fascist because they're trying to make you believe that there was a better time, to believe that going backwards in society is a good thing, as if the 1990s were like some hotbed of injustice and oppression.
That's interesting. I think nostalgia is fun, but I don't spend a lot of time thinking about the past. I do when it comes to art.
Yep.
I do when it comes to music, and particularly the role of psychedelics in the influence of culture that happened in the 1960s, which I think is the greatest cultural shift of change in recorded history. There's the difference in the 50s and the 60s, just this radical change in the way people saw life and how many people were just exiting normal society, and then how they threw water on that with the passing of the Psychedelics Act in 1970. But I think it
seems like things are going in a different direction. So just so you know, I'm straight edge. I don't use any drugs. I didn't drink alcohol till very recently. I just had my first kid. He's a year old.
And you started drinking?
Yeah.
As soon as you had a kid?
Yeah. No, it was like my whole life. No drinking, no nicotine, no caffeine, no alcohol, no drugs. Yeah, I had a kid, and I decided it was time to start drinking.
Why is that?
You have enough hard nights and hard days taking care of the kid, and you say, I totally get it, man. I totally understand why everyone's having beers on the weekend.
There's certainly a place for it. But
I'm curious why nostalgia in art. I'm not disagreeing actually. I showed you earlier.
Well, I'm completely fascinated with the 1960s in terms of I'm a huge fan of 1960s automobiles.
Yep.
I
What year were you born?
67.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. When I was a kid in high school in